It's also living in fear. I believe with every decision, small or big, in every single part of your life, every single day, every decision you make, you either have to make it out of fear or out of faith. Can't make, it's no other option. So if I'm really, I guess, moving within my alignment and within my, how do you say, God's plan for me or my divine purpose, whatever you want to call it, you can't be in fear of the things that you trying to hold on to. So I'm just trying to practice that.
Listen, guys, I know that it can be hard on us creatives. It's hard to put your foot down and say, I'm going to do this and choose to do this and put everything I have into it every single day. And I know that because we all go through it. So this week for Two Tip Tuesday, I'm speaking specifically to my creatives. Hopefully what we talk about today can help in some way, form, or fashion. And I can tell you ahead of time, these things are easier said than done, but are doable. And you can do it just like I can do it. So here we go. The first tip we're going to talk about today is just get up and do it. You wouldn't believe how many amazing ideas have just come and gone due to a lack of not acting on it. I'm not just talking about my ideas, I'm talking about your ideas too. Just think about how many ideas you may have had or things that you wanted to do that you never took action on that just came and went. And do you know why most of these ideas don't come to life? Fear. Fear can stop the best idea in the world from happening. But you'll never know how big an idea can get or where it can take you if you don't actually try. Life is too short not to try. You have to get up and give things a chance. You know how many times I had the idea to start vlogging and doing video again? The only difference between now and then is that I actually did it. I got up and did it. And I know most of you think that it's not as simple as just doing something, but it really is. All you know for sure is that if you don't try, that idea will never get anywhere. You have to make it real. An idea is just an imaginative thing unless you make it tangible, unless you make it real, unless you put action behind it. Have faith in your abilities, have faith that your idea will work, and even if you don't, so what? You tried. And what you do when you actually try and put yourself out there is you put yourself in a new space that may be uncomfortable, but you also start to naturally attract things that can contribute to your idea. Now, like I said, this is easier said than done, but it is doable. People do it every day. People jump out the window and follow their dreams every single day. So why not you? Why is it so crazy to think that you could be the one to actually follow your dreams, to try, to put yourself out there? You just have to do it. It's the simplest first step. And then after that, just keep going. Tip number 2 has a lot more to do with your actual workflow. Some of us work and have 9 to 5. Some of us work for ourselves and have 24/7s where you're never off, or maybe you just have a busy schedule and a ton of things to get done. Here's something I use that helps me knock out every task or goal on my list for the day or the month or the week, or however you handle the things that you have to do. Now, this doesn't work for everybody, but instead of working on one particular thing until it's done into completion and then working on the next thing until it's done into completion, what I do is I give myself time limits, but I try to get to everything in a day. If I have an idea that I'm working on, maybe I'll say, okay, I'm giving 30 minutes a day to this. And 30 minutes out of the day I'll carve out. Me personally, I schedule beforehand, but I'll carve that out to do that during that 30 minutes, and that's done for the day. Something else maybe will get 5 hours, and then another thing will get another hour, and so on and so forth for whatever you have to do for your day. This way you're still covering all the bases. Sometimes the things that stop us from trying new things are the things we're working on currently. So you have to carve out time or make time for new things and ideas. I always had the problem in short attention span to where if I had a new idea, I would just throw myself completely into that and maybe forget about a project I was just doing or another project that I wanted to start on. And that's just kind of a toxic way to deal with your ideas. So having a time dedicated to them based off importance or however much time you want to put into a particular idea can make sure that you're not sleeping on new ideas, but you're also pursuing and completing your ideas that you've already had. So I know I've said this whole video, but all this is way easier said than done. For me to get it done, I had to do a lot, and it takes a lot of self-discipline, but it's doable, and I don't want you to think that you can't do it. So thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for tuning in to this week's Two Tip Tuesday. Let me know down in the comments if you can relate or if this video helped at all. Iced tea. It's Leaf Parks, guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace!